Hi, I'm Tinny from Medieval Design, and today I'm going to package up some backpacking meals, and using a sealer meal I'm going to show you how I do it. There's some tricks to this. All these vegetables I did in another video, and the hamburger, I dried all this ahead of time. There's a few tricks to packaging it up, and I've learned the hard way that it's not as easy as it looks. But anyway, I'm going to move the camera in a little closer, and we'll package up one meal, and I'll show you how I do it and explain why. So, let's get started. Okay, let's start off by taking a Snow Peak 600 cup, and I'm going to take these really colorful green peppers. I can get this so I can see here. And I'm going to put a half a cup of them in here. And a scant half cup of green onions. Oh man, these smell good. I wish we had smell-o-vision here so you could smell this stuff. And I'm going to put a heaping half cup of cabbage in. This is kind of a filler. It expands pretty good. It adds some body and some flavor to it. In lieu of something more starchy that would, like pasta, that would spike your blood sugar and then cause you to crash later. I guess that would be okay at the end of the day. But and here's a half a cup of carrots. Now this is all pretty high fiber stuff, low sugar, low starch, which is better for you if you're backpacking because it'll burn slower, stay with you a lot longer. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a bag, make a bag. Now this is just a 50-foot roll of 8-inch wide sealer meal plastic. Now you want to make it plenty long enough, because if it isn't long enough you'll have to throw it away, and so you want to make it a little oversized. This is about 10 inches long. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to create two compartments. So I'm going to fold this in half, and I'm going to seal it right in the middle to create two compartments. This ain't easy, but it can be done. Try to get it as straight as possible. I gotta wait for it to cool a second. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we've got two compartments. Now, next thing I'm going to do is put my vegetables. And when you make this, you can make one compartment a little bigger than the other. I did this right down the middle, but you don't have to, because the hamburger is going to take up quite a bit less room. You can see hamburger is probably going to take up quite a bit less room than the vegetables do just by default. So I'm going to put this in here, bring the vegetables up, try to level them out as much as possible, bring them up as close as I dare, and fold that end down. And I'm going to zoom the camera right in on this so you can see this, because it's just super neat. Okay, here we go. See, it sucked the air right out of it. The green light's on so I can let go of it. The red light just came on telling me that it's starting to melt the plastic. Now that it's stopped and it's in the cooling process now. Okay, that should be okay to take out. And there it is. I mean, it's hard as a stone and stiff. Okay, what I'm going to do is, just because I'm going to seal this again just to make absolutely sure that it doesn't leak. I'm going to put two seals on it. That's just me. You don't have to do that, but Okay, I've got 2 seals on it. Now, I'm going to zoom the camera back here a little bit. There we go. I'm going to take a pair of scissors and cut just the other side of that seal. There. Now on the other side, separate compartment, I'm going to put our hamburger. There we go. Now I think I've got a little bit too much plastic. I probably shouldn't have gone right down the middle of this. Probably should have made it a little bit bigger on the vegetable side and a little bit smaller on the hamburger side. I'll cut a little bit off, maybe an inch. Okay, now let me zoom back in again. Okay, now put this in, snug it up, get all the wrinkles out of it. Okay, let's see if I can get in a little closer on this. Okay, now what's that hamburger? There we go. There's let me zoom back here. Whoop. There we go. There's a meal, all set to go. Just got to trim this edge off here. And that's a big meal. That's all I'll eat in one meal after hiking all day. That's a lot to eat. If I have a few other things to go with it, I'm good to go. Now, something you want to watch out for when you're doing this is even like this hamburger. Sometimes if something is hard and pointed, it'll actually punch through the plastic when the plastic sucks down against it, and you'll lose your vacuum. So you kind of got to be careful. I kind of crunch up the hamburger a little bit and make sure there aren't any big chunks that can punch through the plastic. But that's how you do it, and that weighs probably, I don't know, maybe 2.5 ounces, and that's a complete meal. The original product before it was dehydrated probably weighed, oh gosh, probably close to a pound. Okay, here's everything I've packed up for a 3-day trip. I'll zoom in closer here so you can see what I've got. I've got really heavy-duty gorp with smoked almonds, dried cherries, and honey-coated peanuts. I've got granola with dried cherries in it. More granola. I got banana chips. I've got smoked almonds. I've got pecans, whole wheat crackers and cheese. I've got hamburger and vegetable meal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 main meals. I usually only eat 1 a day, so that's a couple extras. I've got cocoa, sugar, coffee. I've even got bacon bits. You can see I'm pretty well decked out here for 3 days. I probably won't eat all of this in 3 days. It's all vacuum sealed, probably good for at least a couple of years. And all that food for 3 days, plus probably an extra day on top of that, weighs 3 pounds, 2.5 ounces. So, I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike. Take a friend. Eat some nice meals. And have a great day. Bye-bye.